You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get.
Good evening. Welcome to the class of 2023 Senior Night of Reflection. It is so great to see so many students with their family and friends here to celebrate the outstanding class of 2023 with us this evening. I wrote my speech before I checked the weather, so most importantly, I just want to make sure I thank everyone, the students, families, friends who have joined us tonight and were so flexible with us to adjust the venue to attend this ceremony in what turns out to be an excellent venue for us, and it's warmer and drier than a lot of our alternatives were at this point of the year. So thank you so much for your flexibility and willingness to work with us to make this a great event tonight. The Night of Reflection is an important annual tradition in our school where we congregate to celebrate and reflect upon the incredible careers of our graduating seniors. I've enjoyed my opportunities to see these students in action this year. They've had many great accomplishments and experiences as people, students, artists, athletes, and citizens in our school, and I'm honored to have had the opportunity to be a part of your lives for this past year. On behalf of the Erie High School faculty, staff, and administration, please accept my heartfelt congratulations to all of you graduates. Thank you to the Erie High School faculty and staff for your hard work and dedication in educating, supporting, and mentoring these students. These deeply committed educators have made a huge impact in your lives. And finally, thank you to the parents and family members of our graduating seniors, as you have provided the love, care, support, and guidance needed to bring these young adults to the cusp of their graduation. As a parent of young children myself, I can only imagine the joy and pride that you must feel tonight and as we look forward to graduation next week. Thank you all for being here. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce our opening student speaker, Jack Kraft.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Night of Reflection. My name is Jack Kraft, and I'm welcome all of you to the class of 2023 Night of Reflection here at Skyline High School, which is the Tiger Stadium. I would like to thank the teachers, classmates, and other people who have impacted us through their amazing and countless efforts, as well as others like the police officers, campus supervisors, who have shaped our class of 2023 students here on their journey to this Night of Reflection. I may have not taken AP classes, but if I took an advanced procrastination class, it wouldn't be a surprise I have aced it. I'm very sorry, teachers. We have faced many subjects in high school like math, science, English, and many electives which we have taken, and these classes have done many things for the future for us alumni of 2023. It has inspired us without a doubt, and we shall take this knowledge and apply it to later life. I'm incredibly grateful for all the knowledge I've learned here the past 4 years here at Erie High School, and as we move on from this incredible night and on to graduation, I hope we can all take that information we learned and live on as Erie Tiger legends. Another thing I hope for the best for all of us is that we can show the kindness we were shown here at Erie High School. For we don't know anything unless we try to be ourselves and stand up for what we believe in. For all of us, I believe that to make an impact in life, we should try our best no matter what. One day we will rise in the morning, dreaming of a possible dream, and the next we will all achieve that special something we've always wanted because of our kindness and endless passion. We are the positive reason and sweet emotion because of our passion and kindness to underclassmen as link leaders, the good people and folk who have organized events like the countless activity clubs, and more that we have taken on and succeeded in doing. In our class of 2023, we may step into the new unknown, which may seem a bit scary at first, but we will use our new skills that we learned from Erie High School to help ourselves as we as the alumni come through with honor, fidelity, integrity, kindness, perseverance, grace, and passion. For we have demonstrated that we are committed and capable in what we want, what we succeed in, for it is in our passion. The train will cease unless we, class of 2023 alumni, are there to keep it going. All in all, let the future begin, and have an amazing night of reflection, everyone. This is Jack Kraft. And I would like to thank Michael Jensen for the Geology Project help. And and other people who have shaped this school. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
All right. How do I follow that up? One more time for Jack. That was amazing. You know, I wasn't too nervous until I saw his speech. Now I'm a little nervous not to screw this up. So, Jack, thanks for doing that. Greetings, everyone. I'm thrilled to be here tonight to honor the graduating class of 2023 at Erie High School. I'm Chad Cooper, the assistant principal of this remarkable school. I have the privilege of watching these graduates grow and flourish over the past 4 years. Before we begin, I'd like to extend my warmest congratulations to each and every one of these graduates sitting up here. You have dedicated yourself to your education, putting in countless hours of hard work and dedication, and now it's time to celebrate. So let's give them a hand right now. So like Principal Griffin said earlier, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the unpredictable Colorado weather. And my thought about that was, you know, you always want to start a speech off with a good joke. So my go-to was to go to ChatGPT and to type in a joke. And they were all kind of a little too real in the moment, so I just am going to decide to push right through that, and we're just going to say the weather has not been great, but it's going to be great a week from Saturday. So that's my hope moving forward here. But I really do appreciate you guys' flexibility to come up here. This is a beautiful venue at Skyline if you've never been here before, so thank you to our hosts at Skyline. A few things about the program as we move this forward. You notice over my shoulder a little bit, if you can get to that, there is a QR code. If you can get that with your phone, I know it might be a little bit of a challenge. You can see the program for tonight's presentation. All the physical awards and certificates will be able to be picked up after the program at the tables outside the auditorium. So those tables that you walked by as you came in, all the physical awards, except for a couple of them that we'll do when we have students upstage, will be picked up after the program. We also hung the outstanding senior memory boards. We were going to do them in the hallway. What we're going to do is we're going to post them on Monday. From 3 to 4 p.m. at Erie High School in the cafeteria, we're going to open up our school, and you can come through the school. And if parents want to take a tour of those memory boards, you guys are more than welcome to do that. So again, Monday from 3 to 4 o'clock after school, if you want to come take a tour of the memory boards, those are going to be posted up then. And then when all the seniors come back on Tuesday for all their activities, they're going to be able to tour those in the cafeteria as well. So we want to make sure you're aware of that. We're also broadcasting live on Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird, I can't see you because it's really bright. You're over there somewhere. So could we give a big round of applause for Brandon Bird and ETN broadcasting tonight? All right, let's rock and roll. So tonight we're going to be recognizing outstanding students in various categories, including academic awards, Erie Education Foundation scholarships, athletic achievements, engineering honors, military recognitions, student speakers, faculty speakers, and much more. We will start with our academic and classroom awards, which have been voted upon by incredible Erie High School's teachers. We will award medals and certificate award winners. It's important to mention that you're receiving a medal recognition That's our highest honor that a classroom teacher can bestow upon a student. These are voted on by our teachers, and there's categories where these students can be recognized. The following categories are academic strength, work ethic, academic and personal growth, strong character, teamwork, and leadership. These qualities are going to be displayed on the slides as the main attributes that have led to the student being nominated and winning this award. So when you see the awards come on our video screen, it's going to be right there. You're going to see there's going to be an attribute of why they won that award. If I can turn the page here. Also in the video presentation is going to be our Erie High School Athletic Award winners, including our 4-year state championship cheerleading letter winners. So big props on that one. And then our prestigious male and female athletic year of the year winners. And we're going to have those two come up on stage after the video is done to present their awards to them. But it's time to celebrate. So sit back, relax, enjoy the evening. We're going to play this video that's going to have all those honors. And here we go. All right. One more time for all our award winners. There are going to be a few awards that we're going to have students come on stage and accept in person. All the certificates and medals, you can pick those up in the hallway after the show. I do want to call our female and male athlete award winners of the year. So can I have down, please, Evan Kraus? Can you come down and accept your award for male athlete of the year? And then Abby Hondor for Female Athlete of the Year. All right. All right, so next I'm going to pass it off to our engineering team. Lindsay Fox and Liz Russell are going to do our engineering recognitions for tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper. Erie High School has been home to the Academy of Engineering and Aerospace for the past 8 years. The Academy is a 4-year elective pathway in which students engage in rigorous STEM coursework that accumulates to a year-long capstone engineering design project. This year, we had 4 teams compete in the American Rocketry Challenge and a 5th team who competed in the Real World Design Challenge, who also made it to the national competition. Our graduates will be taking on greater challenges as they leave Erie High School, including but not limited to engineering at CU Boulder, Colorado School of Mines, South Dakota School of Mines, Montana State, Colorado State, Embry-Riddle, and the Air Force Academy. We are incredibly proud of their hard work and know they will be successful in whatever engineering endeavor they choose. And now I'm going to pass it off to Lindsay Fox, who is going to share some more.
Hi, thank you. All of our seniors will be recognized tonight have left their mark on our engineering program, and their brilliant minds will be missed. The Academy of Engineering and Aerospace offers 3 different levels of recognition based on the different involvement and success throughout the pathway. We will start with seniors who will be receiving the engineering pin. These students have taken at least 4 semesters of coursework in the pathway, and I ask that you hold your applause till we're done with each grouping. So when I call your name, please come up to the stage to receive your engineering pin. And I hope you can stay in order. Alexander Barrera. Catherine Bell. Danny Hawkins. Wyatt Hendricks Johnson. You guys can come to the stage. Jared Ingermeyer, Talia Kumar, and Skylar Negron. Congrats! That's it, you guys. Thanks, guys. Good job. Good work. All right. All right. Our next group of students will be receiving the engineering certificate. This recognition is for students who have completed the entire pathway, meaning that they've taken 8 semesters worth or equivalent to 4 years of rigorous STEM-related courses. Again, when I call your name, come on up. Alexander Aragon. David Klein Norton. Ethan Dillinger. Aiden Dorsey. Justin Ely. Jace Onstad. Justin Pisano. Braden Stallcup, and Joseph Watts. All right, our final group of students we will recognize this evening, maybe stand on this side of me, are receiving the engineering diploma. This is the highest recognition in our academy. These students will be donning a blue stole imprinted with the Erie High School engineering logo on the day of graduation. They not only successfully completed all coursework within the pathway, but they also earned a GPA higher than a 3.5 and simultaneously took all AP and honors math and science courses. All right. Atayish Andalum. Bailey Anderson. Mackenzie Campbell. Jordan Detro. Jack DeVois. Abram Flukinger. Emily Freck. Andreas Grimsland. Marius Grimsland. Stephen Hampton. Corey Hoyt. Carson Holmes. Trey Jacobs. Tyler Noble. Trey Pinman. Isaiah Perez Linares. Amaris Shores. Williams Simmons. Fisher Straub. And then Andre Yermakov.
As you can tell, we are incredibly proud of these students and wish them continued academic and personal success as they graduate from Erie High School and move on to their next chapter. To continue our senior celebration, we will recognize the students who have been awarded scholarships by the Erie Education Foundation. The Erie Education Foundation has worked hard to provide these opportunities, and we are grateful for their support. With the incredible achievements of our seniors over the past 4 years, the list of scholarships for this group is quite extensive. But before we proceed, I would like to ask all the students who have been awarded a grant or scholarship to please stand so we can applaud their achievements. Go ahead and stand up. Congratulations to all of you.
applause for not just all those scholarship winners. All right, here we go, moving forward here. So next we're going to pay tribute to our young men and women who have chosen to serve in the United States military. This is something new to our program. I thought it was important that we honor these students that are doing that. We've done this in various ways in the past, but we're trying something new this year. So these students embody the highest ideals of courage, dedication, and sacrifice. As we celebrate the achievements of all our graduates today, we recognize that these students are embarking on a journey that is unique and challenging. They will face tests of strength, resilience, and character that few of us will understand. But we also know that they are up to the task and that they will carry on with them the values and principles that have made this country great. To these students, we have members of our armed forces here to present special recognitions to these students. First, we're going to welcome Chris Williams, United States Navy, to honor our students enlisting in the U.S. Navy. So Chris, can you come on?
Good evening. First up, we got Katia Leishen. All right, next up, we got David Klein Norton. All right, next up, we got Caitlin Wallace. And last but not least, Jacob Ryan. And then an honorable mention from the U.S. Air Force, Carson Holmes. All right, I'd like to welcome Sergeant Levi Cunningham to announce the U.S. Marine Corps.
Good evening. First off, I'd like to thank the staff. They did a great job raising these young children here. So, first off, I'd like to recognize Jacob Nicholson. Oh, sorry, apologize. Ethan Mao. And Nicholas Olapane. Congratulations, buddy. All right.
All right. Okay, finally we have one more special military recognition. Ethan Dillinger is going to receive his appointment to the United States Air Force Academy right here, right now. So I'm going to welcome Jace Johnson up to stage right now to do his appointment.
Thank you for this. Yeah, can you hear me? Thank you for this opportunity to address you. I am honored to represent the Air Force Academy here tonight to make a special presentation to Mr. Ethan Dillinger. So I'm going to disappoint you. I'm actually not an Air Force graduate. I'm a West Point graduate, class of '81. Unfortunately, Ethan's recruiter could not be here tonight. He's young Major Andrew Ramsey, has a family. He had to go on a business trip. So whenever just like other instances, when the Air Force is in a bind, they call the Army. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. I've done a few of these. I've done some Air Force appointment presentations here in the last couple of weeks. Some Navy, even a few Coast Guard ones, and 2 Merchant Marines. So I'm very honored to be here with you. You can understand that a lot of the recruiters are much younger than I am, and again, they have families, little kids, and stuff like that. So it's tough these few weeks in May for us to run around the state and try to present all these appointments to everybody. So anyway, I'm really happy to be here. Erie High School regularly produces competitive candidates for all the service academies. So the Air Force Academy being represented here tonight serves as a great testament to the culture and high expectations being sustained by your faculty, administration, and staff across all your academic disciplines and extracurricular activities. I hope there's somebody out there that'll have someone from a service academy presenting an appointment next year. I hope you all can appreciate the journey that Ethan is about to begin. Really, all these young, outstanding students. Ethan's a recruited athlete, but the athletes, the Division I recruited athletes at the service academies have a much tougher go than the other rank and file. He's got to not only play baseball, but he's also going to he has to do all the other rigorous activities, academic, military, leadership type stuff. So I hope you can appreciate that journey he's about to begin. At the same time, I hope you all can understand and appreciate the sacrifices, plural, that Ethan and everybody standing here will be called upon to make as a member of our armed services. All right, now for the propaganda. The United States Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs has been providing a legacy of leadership for almost 70 years, producing many famous career officers, generals, titans of industry, astronauts, politicians, and athletes. Along with its sister academies, it is widely recognized as one of the world's premier leader development institutions, with cadets hailing from all 50 states and our U.S. territories. Air Force Academy looks for that special combination of scholar, leader, and athlete. It develops leaders committed to its core values of integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. The full ride 4-year scholarship, valued at well over $400,000, covers tuition, room, board, medical, summer training, and internships, as well as monthly pay of about $1,000. That's right, he's going to get paid $1,000 a month to go to college. The Academy offers 31 majors. Upon graduation, cadets are awarded a Bachelor of Science degree and earn a commission as an officer, serving in one of 33 Air or Space Force career fields for another 5 years, longer if they choose. Ethan, to be among only about 25 or so candidates selected from Colorado this year to go to the Air Force Academy, is a superb accomplishment. You have survived a long, rigorous evaluation of your scholastic, extracurricular, leadership, and athletic background. The Air Force Academy salutes you and recognizes the outstanding support provided by Erie's faculty, administration, staff, and students, and of course your family. So on behalf of the President of the United States and the Superintendent of the Air Force Academy, I am honored to present to you your appointment to the class of 2027.
All right, one more round of applause for all our military inductees. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your service. All right, moving things forward here, we're going to have our next student guest speaker who's going to welcome our faculty staff speaker of the program. So Riley Dickinson, will you come up and introduce Ms. Stingley for us?
Hi everybody. My name is Riley Dickinson, and I have the honor to introduce our teacher speaker of the night, Mrs. Stingley. If you can't tell by our adorable outfits, Mrs. Stingley and I have a lot in common. On the first day of second semester this year, I walked into Mrs. Stingley's 7th period CP12 class. Immediately after seeing her coordinating outfit, I knew we would get along. Mrs. Stingley is a brand new teacher this year, but her impact on me will last a lifetime. Every time I have walked into her classroom, I have felt welcomed, loved, and safe. I know that if I ever return to her class in the future, I will be met with nothing but support and welcome. Mrs. Stingley provides a feeling of comfort to all of her students and makes a genuine effort to connect with every single one of them. She understands that as high school students, we have lives outside of campus, and she gives us grace when completing her assignments. Thanks to her, I feel prepared, excited, and reassured about college. Her class has truly made an impact on my life, and her joyful energy will be something I'll never forget. At the end of every class period, Mrs. Stingley leaves her students with a message that I find myself repeating even outside of school. Not only does she advise us to be safe and car crash free in the parking lot when leaving for B-lunch, but she also makes sure every student leaves her classroom with the following message. She says, "Be wise, be kind, I believe in you." She truly means this statement, and I sincerely hope she never stops wishing it upon her students. Thank you for your everlasting influence on me, Mrs. Stingley. Your kind soul and tasteful outfits will live on in my heart. Please welcome our Night of Reflection speaker, Mrs. Elizabeth Stingley.
Man, I didn't expect to get up here and be crying already, so let's see here. All right. Hi everyone, hi seniors. I'm Mrs. Stingley, a new here this year teacher from Oklahoma with a little bit of New York City thrown in. It's an honor to be up here, seniors. Thank you. You know, as a teacher, I get to experience these tiny slices of life with you for just a school year. But if you're anything like me, with a mind that is a meaning-making machine, these slices of life let you knit people's worlds together. So with that, I've discovered the following connections. 4 of you have the last name Adams. Did you know that? None from the same house that I can see. 1 of you, not an Adams, has memorized every winner of the World Series since its inception, struggling a little bit with the 1930s. I learned this when you were supposed to be note-taking one day. And 1 of you, also not an Adams, describes himself as the color blue-orange to capture his complexity of self. A few of you are headed to semis and lacrosse. A few more to basic training, and even more headed to college or a vocation that happily awaits. In our midst, we have at least 3 future pilots, 1 who considered piloting a blimp, a teacher, a scientist, an animator, an aspiring Nike shoe designer. 1 of you lost your brother not long ago, 1 your grandfather, 1 your dad. And many of you have lost time. It slipped away too quickly through arduous days. Over 100 of you waged war with water guns to claim the coveted title of Senior's Best Assassin. More of you waged war on the claws of senioritis over the last few months. And some of you have waged war on the lonely voices that creep in at night. 1 of you believes in the power of hot sauce to keep life spicy. Someone else believes in the power of whiteout as the balm for the pains of perfection. 1 of you believes in the power of listening to birds sing, while 1 of you enjoys watching them. At least 15, according to the essays I finished grading about 3 hours ago, believe in the power of animals, and even more so kindness. And from what I've heard, very few of you can believe you're actually done with high school now. But you are. You did it. And all of this has led you here. Your beliefs, your values, your families, the mandatory education with impending fear of detention if you're late, your past, your future. The last 16, 17, 18, 19, maybe even 20 brilliant years of your life thus far. But I'm sure people have started to deliver that age-old advice. I can only imagine how many times recently you've heard how young you are, and in the next breath, how the years have flown. Oh, the places you'll one day go. The world really is your oyster, be it shell or pearl. But here's a different way I want us to look at it. Hundreds of you stand before us waiting to don your caps and gowns. And that's thousands of years of lived experience between you right now. And honestly, I don't think that's a reason to scoff. Nearly 2 decades of your life have been spent figuring life out, and you're doing it, and you're going to continue to do it, just like the rest of us are. And still, you're the only people in this space that understand what it's like to be your age, with your experiences in this world in 2023. This, us, life, everything that has led you here to this place is a part of your fabric. It's your makeup, it's your DNA, and it's not going to go away. Seniors, you have roots. These are your roots. And now it's time to rise. I would love to promise you that the sun is always going to shine on you. And may it be so, but it's certainly a promise I'm never going to make you. I'm not Gatsby. This isn't an F. Scott Fitzgerald novel, and unlike the movie, life isn't going up. I had to throw in a literature reference. But for weeks, I've been contemplating what to say, very nervously. And I've come up with one thing, this little story I heard in daycare at the YMCA in the 1st grade. So I figured if it's bothering me this much, I'm going to say it to at least get it off my mind. Indulge me. So there's this frog, right? And his name is Jimmy. And he's just hopping and hopping and hopping and hopping and hopping like frogs do when he hops his way into a giant hole. And so naturally he bounces once, twice, 5, 18, 21 times, and he can't make his way out. And then this other frog comes over, and I'm going to call him Kanye. I'm just kidding, he's actually Gary. But Gary's watching Jimmy. And he's cheering him on, and he even tries to help him at some points until he realizes he can't. The hole's too deep, and Jimmy's just too far down. And he's pained to watch Jimmy's little frog legs get tired. His hops lower, his hops slower, but no less persistent. A little frog mob starts to arrive, just watching at first, and then joining in with Gary, rooting him on. Yet the fires of hopelessness start to spread among them the longer it takes, until Gary just doesn't want to watch poor Jimmy be miserable anymore. Jimmy, he says, just sit down. It's too far. You're too little. Just stop. But Jimmy doesn't, and so Gary sneers, and he gets mad, like high-key mad because he's not listening, and he's watching his legs grow more weary, so he starts shouting, Jimmy, stop! You're wasting your time and energy exhausting yourself. And the crowd joins Gary in this too. Jimmy, enough. But Jimmy, the little firecracker, keeps jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping until he summons everything he has ever held within him and bounces his froggy being right out of there. He does it. He literally does it. But you see, here's the thing about Jimmy. Jimmy couldn't hear. And so all of that shouting simply looked like cheering to him. He knew that his people believed in him, his future. They all stood before him, cheering him on. So there's power in sneering. But seniors, I promise you, there's even more power in cheering, and there's even more power in the collective. Just look at you here tonight. So listen to the echoes of our community as we cheer for you. You've knitted this space together and colored all over it with your brilliant selves to create this remarkable fabric. And now it's got you. Kind of like in elementary school when it was parachute day, I asked you if this was like not an old lady thing, but it's real. It's parachute day, and you each took a hold of a handle, and you shook to skyrocket bouncy balls off the parachute. Except this time, it's not bouncy balls that we're launching. It's you. Your stories are woven. Your experiences are your guides. This, us, we are your roots, and your future's built for you to rise. So hold each other, grads, and don't be afraid to skyrocket. And with that, be wise, be oh so kind, and know that we will always believe in you. Congrats, grads.
Wow. Incredible. I want to take a moment to recognize not just Ms. Stingley, because that was incredible, but all our teachers and staff at Erie High School. Can we get a big round of applause for all the work they've done? Not just this year, but all 4 years for our students. Many of them have been here tonight to help support this program, have helped behind the scenes, help not just today, but the entire year. So thanks for all your help setting up tonight and the entire year. All right. Next, we're gonna have our time-honored tradition at Erie High School, the one where you bring the Kleenexes out, our baby slideshow presentation for the night. All right. So this year, hold on before we get into it. This year we added a new component and incorporated our future plans with the baby photos within it. So it's time to sit back, again, get those Kleenexes out, and enjoy the presentation by Julie Singh and Paul Cecino. Here we go.
Keep it simple, keep it sweet. Here's a line I heard somewhere. You feel the ground under your feet. It can take you anywhere. Chasing shadows with you. Let's get broken, then repair. Times of anger, feeling hope, find that light under the door. Build a bridge right to the shore. All that could have been talking would have been walks. Ain't never done much for help. Get on your feet and run. Too much temper, too much bittersweet, burning candles on our own. The way if we get to where we're going now, we can always come back home. In times of anger, feeling hopeless, we find that light under the door, build a bridge right to the shore. All that could have been talk and would have been wants, they never done much for help. Get on your feet and run. Keep it simple, keep it sweet, is a line I heard somewhere. Feel that ground beneath your feet, it can take you anywhere.
All right. Okay. We got a few more honors and then one more of our students to speak tonight. This next honor is, most of the awards that have been tonight have been about this year, 22-23. This award, why I'm doing it at the end, is a culmination of a 4-year award. And it's athletically related. We have 3 athletes that are a 4-time state champion. And so that's a pretty big deal. So we're going to honor that right now. So let's give a round of applause first for that. Emma Carnival, you want to come on up? Cheerleading 4-time state champ. All right. Mary Murphy, you are the next 4-time state champ to come on up. And then finally, Kendall Sorrentinos, 4-time cheerleading state champion. All right, big round of applause for 4-time state champs up here. All right, Ms. Russell has one more engineering award to give out before we move on to our guest speaker.
All right, Ms. Fox and I are back. We inadvertently left off a student who deserves recognition this evening for earning the engineering certificate. If you recall, those are the students who completed 8 semesters of coursework, a really big deal, and we apologize to him and his family for missing him. Owen Kinniston. Congratulations, Owen. All right.
All right, amazing work. So, going back to everything, wrapping everything up, I'd like to express my sincerest gratitude to Paul Stasina and Julie Singh for that exceptional work on the Baby and Future Plans video. So if we give a big, big round of applause to both of those individuals for help on that. There is a longer slideshow with much more photos will be made available to all senior families. We're going to send that to everyone tomorrow, that you guys can view that with all your families. So that's going to go out to everyone, so be expecting that. Again, all the physical awards and certificates can be collected after the program at the tables outside the auditorium. Additionally, we'll be displaying the outstanding senior memory boards again in Erie High School cafeteria on Monday from 3 to 4 p.m. So families are welcome to come to Erie from 3 to 4 p.m. to view those, and the seniors will be in our building on Tuesday for graduation items to see those. And so we welcome you guys to come out and do those. Furthermore, we have these memorable photo backdrops, one up here, so you guys are more than welcome to come on stage after with all your awards. We have one in the hallway. We have special hashtag EHSNOR. So if you're a Twitter person, if you're a Facebook person, Instagram, please hashtag us and use all our social media handles because we'd love to promote you on our social media. So if you can do that for us after the program, that'd be great. And now for the final speech of our night. Before we conclude our program, we have one more remarkable speech lined up for you. I'm pleased to invite Isabel Malini to the stage to deliver our farewell speech of the night.
Class of 2023, I am so honored to be standing in front of you all tonight. I want to congratulate each and every one of you for your hard work. We made it. Tonight is all about celebrating us and all that we have accomplished. We take a break from all the craziness of the last few weeks, taking a breath of fresh air and remembering what the past 4 years have meant to us and all who have helped us get here. Hi, I'm Isabel Milani, and thank you all for being here tonight to celebrate us. I have actually only attended Erie High School for the last 3 years, but they have been nothing but memorable. This year has gone by, and it seems like high school came to an end faster than we ever thought. As this has been hard to comprehend, please take a moment and breathe. We could all use it. I won't say that these last few years have been easy or perfect because truthfully, we've all dealt with struggles in different ways. I will say though that being at Erie has taught me a lot about myself, and I wouldn't give these years and memories up for anything. We've met lifelong friends and have had the most amazing role models on top of getting an excellent education. As a class, we have gone through losing the end of our freshman year to COVID, experiencing our sophomore year from behind a screen, and then having to figure out how to be normal again our junior year. Through all of that, we've all had our own hardships that we've had to deal with. Despite all that, we all sit here today, and that is what matters. Though we can all agree we have not always seen eye to eye with one another, we have also been each other's biggest cheerleaders, and as we leave here, we will remember those moments as the good old days. I remember after freshman year when I decided to come to Erie, I was lost, questioning how I would fit in and how I would make friends. I knew little to no one and wanted the next 3 years at Erie to be life-changing, and that it was. Even though I didn't grow up with all of you, a part of me feels like I have because of the meaningful relationships I've made. The impact you have made on one another will always be remembered. At this time, I would like us to all take a moment and think about those who have encouraged us and been by our sides through it all. For me, my 2 best friends, Macy Boselli and Sydney Kramer, were just that. These 2 girls have never left my side. Sydney was one of my first friends I ever made here, and she has consistently shown me what a true friend is. Macy has been my biggest supporter through everything. She managed to check up on me and tell me how much she loves and cares for me the day after I went back home from my toughest time. That I will never forget. This school gave me my most heartfelt and true friendships that I will continue to have for the rest of my life. On top of that, like many others, I have had the opportunity to also create bonds with people from faculty. Whether that's a teacher, a counselor, or someone else that works within our school, I would like us to take a moment and reflect on who that was for each individual. With that, I challenge you all to share with that person the impact they've made on you. Personally, I have a handful of people who come to mind, and some of which I would like to thank now. Mr. Leopold and Ms. Bayani, you 2 are rock stars at being counselors. Mr. Rupp and Ms. Stingley, you both have made me a confident writer. And Mr. Krapansky, you are the sole reason that I love math so much. Thank you for creating a safe space for me and for keeping me on track as a student and in life. You guys and many other staff members here have no idea the impact you have made on students' lives, and specifically my life. There are many others I would love to name, but unfortunately I do not have that much time. Just know, we as a class thank you all for helping us succeed no matter what. The extra effort each of you have put towards our class does not go unnoticed, so thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Our schools, academics, and community have pushed us to be prepared as we go into the real world as young adults. And as we move on to the next chapter of our lives, we know that we will always have the greatest people in our corners. Erie is the place, as Troy Bolton said, where teachers have encouraged us to break the status quo and to find ourselves as we choose. It's the place where one person, if it's the right person, can change us all. Erie is having friends we'll keep for the rest of our lives. It's also the place where we can be ourselves and look up to the best of the best. Now, as scary as it is to grow up, this is the time in our lives to take on new opportunities and grow as much as we can. The world is our oyster, and you are now able to do or go anywhere that you can live a life you've dreamt of. I can proudly say that in 10 days, I will be graduating with each and every one of you. I give you all my best wishes, and I hope to see each of you succeed. Class of 2023, whether you plan to live at home or go thousands of miles away, remember that you can do this. We all believe in you, and we're all in this together. Once a tiger, always a tiger. Good luck to all of you, and thank you.